Greetings to all, Chancellor North Wales here. Time for a video of the October build, the TS-11 Iskra. The PZL TS-11 Iskra, meaning Spark, was Poland's first jet aircraft manufactured by the PZL-Mielec company, and it's been used by the Air Force of Poland and India. It's been in service for over 50 years as the principal training aircraft of the Polish Air Force, and it's the oldest jet-propelled aircraft still in service in Poland. It first delivered in 1963, and the last production came to an end in 1987, and it's remained in service with the Polish and Indian Air Forces into the 21st century. So that's a little bit of background info. You can pause this, and in the next section you'll see stats and info about this aircraft. If you really want to go on this, I suggest pausing it and reading that in your own time. What we're going to be building here is a TS-11 Iskra BR, the single-seat attack version. Here's some pictures of the actual aircraft and where it currently is in a museum somewhere collection. There's some comparative views and images. So I bought this kit at Telford a few years back. It's one of those lucky cheap finds. It cost me a £5 from one of the traders. That's the markings. It's only marking options for just one country. The kit comes on 3 sprues of questionable quality. I dislike the soft green grainy plastic. The panel lines are okay, but the detail is not well defined. This is all a bit rough and basic. The decal sheet is not too bad. It's crisp and clear and quite adequate for the purposes of this build. The instruction sheet shows its age. It's okay. I think the engine seems like a bit of an odd detail to have, and a canopy with a working hinge to me never seems a good idea. It really does affect the look of the thing when you put in features like that. Construction began with the simple cockpit. Detail was soft but passable. I added a pilot figure to fill the space up. Didn't use the kit's pilot figures as they were quite frankly dreadful. I also put in quite a bit of weight in the space behind the cockpit. This is quite a tricky one to balance properly, to be honest with you. Kit fit is pretty poor and filler was needed everywhere, often in multiple layers. The rear cockpit fairing and around the intakes was particularly awful. I used Deluxe Products Perfect Putty as the main filler, as well as Humbrol Putty. When you're reduced to using 2 putties like that in quite heavy applications, you know you've got an issue with it. The base coat was a Tamiya mid-grey to highlight the seams, and it also formed the basis for the rescribing. I also find that the Vallejo model air that I use sticks well to the Tamiya. I layered up the colours, starting with the lower surfaces with the lightest first, and once again, as I said, I used Vallejo model air, working from light to dark and masking with blue tack. The underside is 71008 pale blue. As for the upper surfaces, I'm struggling to remember, and I don't want to give anyone duff info, so it just looks okay to me. But the sanding dust stuck to the inside of the canopy looks crap, and that's something I need to learn to watch out for, is to give things a good clean first. I suppose you can pass it off that is the pilot's lunch. Panel lines were highlighted with Flory Pro Modeler wash and pen, and that was after a coat of Johnson's Clear. Decals went on okay with no issues. Drop tanks and the rocket pods just helped busy it up a little bit. The rocket pods I got on there weren't the kit ones, as I managed to lose the front end of one of those that got eaten up by the carpet monster. finished. It's an Iskra, but it's not going to be my last one. And there you just have some views of it. I think overall it looks passable, but I'm not happy with the camouflage scheme towards the front end, where it doesn't run low enough. I should have sculpted that down a bit, but there you have it. So this was a frustrating little filler hog. It now skulks on the shelf behind the MiG-21s, trying not to attract too much attention to itself. It was only after I built this that only a couple of Iskra 200s were ever built and did not attract any orders. As I focus on types that re-entered service, it means it can't be my sole Iskra, so I'll be looking out for a decent two-seater version of this kit. Sorry to take so long to post this particular vid. So thank you for watching. Happy modelling. God bless. This is Chancellor North Wales signing out. Look forward to the next video, which is going to be, next build video is going to be the SU-15 double build. Until then, take care, guys.